Now you notice when you come to my garden, it's a whole nother realm of beautiful ground. It's not wood chips. Those are currants.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Don't walk here because I got arugula coming up. And see over right next to it I got cilantro, and over here I just planted some beets and spinach. It's very different here because this material here was created by my yard waste, by my chickens. It's not wood chips. No, the chicken poo is so lost in the mass, it's probably 1 part per 10,000 parts organic live waste. When you get to my chicken pen, I want you all to clear your nostrils. Because when you go to chicken pens, there's usually an odor. You will not find any odor in my chicken pen, ever.
Like ammonia.
Yeah. Can I tell you something about what I just said? You see, we were created as intelligent beings, and we've lost it. We don't act intelligently. If something in your environment stinks, what do you do about it?
Get rid of it.
You know that something's wrong, and you correct it because you know that's not right.
Right.
As an intelligent being, you go to the store and you buy eggs and chicken that grew in a place that if you walked in that place, you would suffocate because of the ammonia. And that animal lives its whole life in that environment and you're eating it. Same with feedlots that raise your beef. If you drive by them, you almost choke. The odor is just so gross. And that animal lives in that environment its entire life. And you're eating that? I'm being real. And you see, the whole idea is you don't concentrate anything in small spaces. In nature, flocks of geese and wild turkeys, herds of animals. There's no stench in nature because they're spread out. They're moving. It's so basic. It's so simple. And so my chicken pen, I'm bringing in such a large amount of organic yard waste that their manure is so lost in the mass you can't even find it, much less smell it. And there's no odor. And so there's no fear of anything burning because it's not concentrated. So I can use it directly out of there with total incredible. Well, just look how stuff is growing here. Look at those cabbage leaves. Look how green and beautiful and big those are.
Did you bring the same?
Talk about your pump real quick.
My pump?
Yeah.
What do you want to know about the pump?
Why do you got it?
Well, I have the pump.
Where does it go?
Electricity pumps water out of my well. When these unkind groups that are out there now who have the potential to do an atomic explosion, they're able to take out the whole grid in the United States, you can't live without water. So when that shuts down, I have water. If you notice what I did with that one, I threaded the bottom of that thing with hose bib so I can run a hose to the house. So I don't have to carry it.
Yeah.
Go all the way down. You pull all the way down. Come on, brother, help her. Come on, buddy. All the way down. All the way down. Go for it. There you go.
This is heavy.
It's good water.
That was fun.
Now drink that water and talk to me.
Let me have a drink.
How far?
Is that good water?
Can I have a drink of the water?
How far down are you drawing?
130 feet. Yeah, so you're lifting water 130 feet. Water's heavy. But you know what's amazing to me? You look at our culture. Everybody hear me. You see what we got told the lie that convenience and ease is good. If you're paying attention to our culture, every generation is getting weaker and softer than the one before. I'm being real. I live in a community where they log here. These trees they use for lumber, and they harvest them. These 80-year-old men today that are really in good shape, they were cutting these trees when they were young. They were 4 foot through, 6 foot through, and they were cutting with hand saws. No chainsaw, a hand saw, one at either end. And at 80, they're still moving great. You see up here on the hill? over there they're logging? You never hear the sound of a chainsaw all day long because they're using these big hydraulic things that clip them off. No one's moving. And men today at Ford, their backs are going out because they're not moving. Just running, levers on a piece of equipment isn't moving. You know what? And you know what's so insane about our culture? Track with me. Intelligent, affluent men pay money to go into a stagnant air gym to run on a treadmill. I'm being real. It's stagnant air. It stinks.
It does stink.
And they're running on a treadmill producing absolutely no benefit to anybody. And they're paying for this? See that firewood out there? I climbed that tree and took it out in pieces. I loaded my truck. I came home and split it. I hauled it here. It warmed me 6 times.
Yeah.
And I feel good about it because that's the most amazing heat of the planet. There's nothing comparable.
Right.
Can I tell you about that? Come here. I want you to hear this. Is a powerful thing about the Creator. You ever been in a house with a wood stove?
Yeah. We have one. Love it.
If you notice where you're standing right now, how the heat from the sun is going through your body, through your skin, through your bones, right through you. It's thermal. The only other heat that does that is wood. Propane doesn't, gas doesn't, electricity doesn't. Wood does the same thing. So I asked the Creator why. You know, He showed me. Trees take in photosynthesis of the sun, they store it in their cells, and when it's burned, they give it back. It's the same heat, the identical same heat. It's huge. And you know what's so awesome about the Creator? That material is renewable. Nothing else they're using for heat is. And it's the ultimate. It just doesn't get better. And it took it in from the sun, stores it in the cells, and gives it back. It's the same heat. The best heat. The ultimate heat. I love him, man. He's just it's awesome. Genius. These incredible designs he's made. It's so powerful. And you know what the most mineral-rich substance on the planet is? If you don't have a wood stove, you need to get one. Joel Wallach. Guys remember him? Dead doctors don't lie.
Yeah.
You do.
I remember him, yeah.
This guy was a genius. And the government in the 1980s gave him a $30 million grant. 30 million, not thousand, $30 million grant to study the importance on minerals on human health. $30 million in the 80s. That was a lot of money. So he had money to travel. So he traveled the world and studied cultures who lived over 100 years. 120, 130 in good health. He found they had 3 things in common. The first is they had no electricity. The second is they grew all their own food. And the third was very interesting. They all heated themselves with wood and cooked with wood and put the ashes back in their gardens. He said the most mineral-rich substance on the planet is wood ash. As soon as he said that, the Holy Spirit reminded me my family was in Yellowstone National Park when it burned. We were there, physically there, and watched that fire take it out. They thought it would take decades for Yellowstone to ever grow back. In 2 years, it looked like a fire never happened. And what God showed me was when fire goes through wood, all that's left are minerals. Because minerals are not destroyed by heat or fire.
Back into the ground.
It's all that's left are in the ash. If you ever look at a place that's burned, when it comes back, it's so green. Because it has such a high, and so he connected the dots. He says when our food began to be depleted was with the discovery of electricity. Because prior to electricity, everyone heated with wood and cooked with wood and put the ashes back in their garden for the last 6,000 years. And when electricity happened, that stopped, and that input wasn't coming into the garden. And that's when our food started going downhill. So I heat my house entirely with wood. All the ashes go in my chicken pen, and they're all back here. And that's why my food tastes so good, because high mineral content. So I want you to experience something really cool here. Does everybody like broccoli?
Yeah.
Yes.
Question, name of that doctor?
Joel Wallach. He wrote a book, the Agebeaters, Secret for Longevity. It's powerful, and it's all about minerals. Amazing. So I want you to observe the color and size of these cabbage plants, and look at the number of bug bites in them. There's a few on the bigger stuff at the bottom that are dehydrating, but I want you to look at this broccoli. This broccoli, see, most broccoli plants, when they produce it, the first head is really big, and after that there's nothing. Are you following me? This one here is an Italian heirloom. Starts with the, I think, CICCO. And this broccoli start at the stem and eat your way back, because you know that's going to be tough and stringy, and talk to us. What's that?
Looks a lot of these have already been broke off.
Oh yeah. My challenge with this is I have to come out here every week and prune this and give it to the chickens because I can't eat it all. Start at the stem and see how tender that is. Come on, pass this stuff out because I want you all to experience this because it's really good. And eat the leaves and everything because they're really good. This is really good food, you guys. Now, you guys are eating this broccoli. Would you cook it? No one's going to talk to me. Would you cook that?
It's not rough, it's not chewy or rough. It's crispy and it's sweet. It's not bitter.
Did you hear what I said?
No.
Everything here is sweet. Have you had something that wasn't?
Are you sweet?
No. I can be, but at times I'm not. Because I have choice.
I'm going to give it to
Yeah, pass them out. Thank you.
Is it okay I walk here?
You wait. Yeah, you're fine. Totally fine.
I just wanted to pass it for you.
Thank you. You're so helpful.
Can I help you with that?
I wish I should have my pruners, but I don't have them. It's okay.
Would you let me help you with that? Can I try that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see how dense this stuff comes. And see, I'm out here picking it every day.
You know, it's the only vegetable I can buy in Norway on a regular basis through the winter. You know how much it is for 1 crown in Norway? It's $5 for 1 crown.
You got to do this.
$5.
You got to do this.
You better move.
Yeah, sorry. Anybody?
Now, are you all connecting the high water content? And it's not tough, and it's sweet, all of it,
Hey, Paul, I'm really OCD.
which is fine.
Okay. How do you get your garden to be so straight? I mean, I see this on the
I use
video.
a string.
Oh, God.
A string.
Really?
String is awesome.
Because it's so coordinated. So visually, it's so great to my eyes.
I was raised in a Swiss German culture that trained me that everything has a place, should be in place. Order is very attractive to me.
Yes, me too.
And
Symmetry.
strings make things very straight.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you?
I put a stick in the ground,
stick.
both ends, and
Yeah.
run a string, so I have a straight line.
And so you just go.
And
down
then I
and
measure
get the rake
3 feet apart
Yeah.
between the rows,
3 feet apart.
and it's good.
And you turn the rake over. I've seen you do it. You just turn the rake.
Make
and
a
then-
little groove, plant my
Yeah.
seeds, and walk off.